Okay, today we're heading out on the river. We're gonna go up north a little ways, right up there, and see if we can't find something on the surface. I did bring the rake and the shovel because there's one spot up there that I found 3 bottles. Well, I found 2 bottles, a silver locket, and some other things just washing out of the bank. And I poked around in there, didn't find nothing else, climbed up on the bank, poked my machete in the dirt, didn't find anything. The next time I came, it wasn't hardly any rain, there was another bottle washed out. So hopefully we can find something there, because we've had a lot of rain this past week, at least 3 inches or more. And we'll get started. River's calm today. Down pretty low. It's about 12.5 feet right now, and the trend on the website looked like it was dropping. So we'll get started and I'll get back with you on my first stop. I see an old bottle over there laying on the bank. But I definitely ain't getting out of the boat right here, because it's so muddy you'll sink to your knees. I'm gonna go over here and see if I can't get alongside it real close and scoop it up with my paddle. I don't know if it's old or what. Might just be washed in there from the flood. But it's glass. Let me see if I can scoop it up with my paddle. There we go. Yeah, it looks like a screw top. I don't think it's old. What is that? It's a slick bottle with a safety button top. Yeah, that ain't old. Nah. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Never know. Shoot, here comes some big waves. Don't splash my boat. Oh, shoot. Got a little water in the boot there. That barge just went by, and I'm up on this mud. Okay, let me get out of here and get started before I get drowned. Here you can still see these old oil well pipes running through here. It's all chewed up, but they run the whole length of this shore down to town. Sistersville, town I'm from, is a big oil boom town. They struck oil back in the 1890's just north of town here, and the population in the town just boomed overnight. I think the population right now is probably around 1,200 or so, 1,300 maybe. Back then it was over 20,000 when they struck oil in here. And it was just in a place just north of town, right up here. I assume that came from that well, or one of the wells that was drilled up there. In a place called Polecat Hollow. Polecat Hollow. You know what a polecat is, don't you? Does anybody know what that is? That's a slang term for a skunk. They must have saw a lot of skunks. There's another pipe up there on the bank. But there's, I'll have to go in the library sometime. They have an old picture of the town, and you can see there's not very many houses, and there's just oil derricks all over the top of the hills. Right here, you're not gonna find any artifacts or anything. I found one bottle just back there, but it was busted. I kept it anyway because it just had a little place gone out of the bottom, and it was a rare pop bottle. but this here was just before the road and the railroad tracks were put in, just a straight up hillside. So there's too many. You could see all these stones in here they threw over when they blasted out for the tracks and the highway. I'm headed up here. I'm about probably halfway to my first stop. Okay, we're at our first stop here. I'm gonna walk down here and look up on this bank, because I'm always finding Flint Ridge flakes up on this bank. And last time I was here, it was so dry. There hadn't been any rain for like maybe 3-4 weeks, and you couldn't even, nothing was coming out. So we've had a lot of rain lately. So I'm gonna go down here and check it out. I found a few brokes here, no whole points, but it seems I've only found Coshocton Flint and Flint Ridge on this site right here. I never find much in these gravels, but I do find stuff up here on the higher bank. I thought that was a nutting stone. Natural. Okay, I'll go down here on this bank and check it out, because I'm almost certain there's going to be at least a bunch of flint laying out. I'll get right back with you. Okay, I just wanted to show you something here, how high this stuff is. I found 2 pieces of Flint Ridge right down there. Thought I'd find more. Maybe somebody's already been in here. But look there, I came clear up to the top to this campground. And sticking out of the bank right here looks to be a piece of Coshocton Flint, and that's probably 12 inches down. That's it from the top. I think that's where most of the newer stuff comes out. About 12 inches down here from the top. Yeah, it's a piece of Coshocton Flint. It's that black with the blue and white specks in it. Big hunk. Came out right there. We'll keep looking. Never know. Okay, I'm down here where I found those bottles. Not the other day. Not the bottle dump the other day. This was in probably May or so. It's been, I know it's been 4 months ago at least. I was right here and I looking for arrowheads, and I seen a medicine bottle right up there. And this, I went up there and got it, and I looked down here and there was a silver locket laying right here in these sticks. So I had a metal rod with me, and I started poking it in this dirt, and I hit glass, and I dug out another big 1800's bottle. So the next time I came over, I brought the machete, and I went up on this hill and I started poking in the dirt, trying to find any signs of an old dump, and I couldn't find anything. So I just kind of gave up on it. But then I came back about a month later, and there was another old medicine bottle laying back in these roots. So I know there's glassware in here. I found pieces of old blue mason jars. So there's got to be more stuff in here. I might get the rake, scratch around in here and see what I can find. If I find anything, I'll let you know. Not having much luck today. I got a pocket full of flakes, and that's about it so far. I have a couple little areas left to look, and then we're going to call it a day. I'll probably just add this to another video. Look at this. This beaver's been dragging stuff out of here. He's got this all tore up. Got a big pile of stuff right there. He's probably inside there. Probably up in there. Man, he's got a pile of rubbish here. Packed it all in there. visitor. Wait on, bub. Wait on, bub. Okay, I didn't find anything the other day surface hunting, so I'm just going to add it to this video. I'm back down here at the dump site where I was finding all those old bottles last week. Just found this, another one of those mason caps laying over there on the beach, laying out. So keep that. I got a little collection of those going. Got me a new rake. Bought yesterday at Lowe's. Craftsman. A little bit stronger than that other one I had. It kept bending on me. I welded a plate across the top of it and a couple bolts, but then it was heavy, and so I just went ahead and got this one. It's only $15, so hopefully that one holds up better than the other one. But hopefully we can pull something nice out of here again. Another old bottle, crock maybe, if we can find one intact. Yeah, that's pretty rare, but they're in here. Right here's one. A piece of the shards that I pulled out last week, and I can't, it says West Virginia, but I can't make, it looks like Parkersburg, U-R-G, probably Parkersburg, West Virginia crock. I'd like to find one of those. I mean, because there's shards everywhere, and I'd like to find a little one like that. Look at that little small one. That'd be nice. But we're not going for that 30s and 40s stuff today. We're going for the old stuff, the 1880s. So hopefully we can pull something nice out. I'll get back with you on my first find, and just hope it's something nice. Nice day out. It's overcast. Sun's supposed to creep out here after a bit. A little bit cooler today. Got a lot to drink, and it's still early in the day. So we'll see what we can get you. Just like that, I just started scratching around. There's another bottle. Unbroken, it looks like. It's a slick, though. Let's get this washed off. It's a little slick. Medicine bottle. Nice cork top. Even though these are slick, they're still old and I like them. There's no numbers, but a number 1 on the bottom, it looks like. Yeah, we'll take that one. Very nice. I like the embossed bottles better because you know where they come from most of the time. But these little slicks look nice when they're cleaned up. This probably had a paper label on it. Not a bad bottle. Like these little ones survive a lot better than the larger stuff. But that's one. Was slick. We'll put our stuff right here. That's one slick bottle and one mason jar cap. Now let's keep on going. And here's another little slick I just raked out. It's broken. Same as that last one we just dug that was whole. Shame on that. But it's a lot easier digging today because it rained a little bit, so it's soft in here. A little bit easier digging, but it's kind of mud sticking to my feet. But I'll take that over that hard dirt any day. Seems like there's a lot of slick medicine bottles in here. Well, this would have been nice. Little glass bottle stopper. It's busted. That would have been nice. We're hitting more stuff. We're hitting more stuff. Keep on digging. We just raked this out. Shoveled it out. Looks like a piece of a crock, but it's got like that would have been the outside with a little lift handle on it. I've never seen one like that. And it's got a little lip sticks out so you can, I guess grab a hold of the crock like this and lift it up. So many old busted crocks in here. Here, I just raked out this. It's a piece of coal. Probably burning coal in the fireplace here. I'm getting to this different colored dirt right here. Sandy brown, like there's been some iron thrown in here. So I might be in the vein, the dump vein right here. Here's a shard that I just raked out. Has a date on it, 1858. I'm sure that's not the date of the glass. I'm sure that's like a patent date. But they're still using that patent. Right here, this has got to be an old piece of glass. Man, I wish I had more of that to see what it was. I'm raking out several shards, several old pieces. Here, this is a little decorative piece, like a lid to a dish. There, several other pieces. Several of these I raked out, busted cork top necks. I'm still going. Hopefully I find something big. There, I just raked this out. I don't know what that would have been. Huge cork top. The top, the neck's broke off the lip up here. It's old because I see bubbles in the glass. I don't know what that would have been. No embossing, it's just a slick. It is very old. Man, it's a shame on that. Unique bottle. I don't know what that would have been. Some kind of sauce, maybe. I don't know. That's two brokes there. This one here I found the other day. It's busted on the lip too. But it was a slick also. So I'm keep going. I think I'm in the main area, because you can tell just by the color of the dirt. It's in like the main part of the dump, in the right level. This had me excited for a second. Oh, I saw a crock here. There's several busted ones on top, but I can see right there it's got a big broken place out of it. Yeah, that's a bummer on that. But there's another big piece right on top. I'll have to get the shovel and shovel that out. Man. Yeah, it's busted. Dang. We're gonna pick something out of here pretty soon. Nice. And here's that busted one that I thought was whole. Wait, what's this? I didn't even see this. Look at this. I've thrown that out on my shovel. Oh, it's a little small one. It says something. I've thrown that out on my shovel. I came down here to show you this crock that was right there's the broken piece. Oh, that would have been a nice one. Look at that. It's all shattered up. Had I been able to find all the pieces, I could have glued it back together, but there's too many. But this has come out on my shovel. And I didn't even see it because this dirt's really wet. I've thrown it over here and didn't even see it. It says something too. Man, this is a small one. It's all there. I don't know if that's a crack in it or... No, I think it's just made like that. It's got some micro cracks. Well, no, that's a root in there. Oh, it says something on the side. Let me get this wiped off. Hold on a second. I gotta take these gloves off. And here it is. I got it cleaned off. Pretty good. It says Foley's Honey Tar. Foley's Honey Tar. And on the side here it says Chicago, USA. And on the other side it says Foley and Company. Man, that is really cool. That's the smallest cork top I've ever found. Nice. I thought that was a crack inside, but it's a root in there. I'll clean that out when I get home. Bubbles in the glass. The neck's crooked. Very cool. Looks hand blown. Man, that is nice. That's 2 for today, and some brokes. And this even aqua glass. This one is very cool. I'll do some research on that when I get home. I think I'm on the main spot right now. Well, here's a shame. Look at this. It's an old blob top. Man, I know this stuff's old in here. Man, I hope I find one of those. I have never found a blob top before. But I've never done much dump digging before either. Shame on that. Okay, I just got another one. Looks fully intact. It was right in this hole here. Oh, it looks nice. Oh, it's embossed too. Let me go down here and clean this off. See what it says. I don't see any cracks or anything. I hit it with my shovel and I thought I broke it. It's so hard. This dirt's hard in here. But I'm in the main dump area because the dirt's got a lot of rust color to it. Might have been the old privy, the outhouse, or a well, or it just might have been the dump. Let me get this cleaned off and I'll show you. Okay, here it is, and it is nice. Aqua glass, and it's a personalized doctor's medicine bottle. It says on the front, Dr. Pierce's favorite prescription. On the edge here it says Buffalo, New York. And on the other edge it says R.V. Pierce, MD. Really nice bottle. Aqua glass. Very old. I thought that was a crack in the neck up there, but it's got bubbles in there. Really cool bottle. That's the biggest one intact I've found in here yet. I think because it's so thick glass is why it survived. Really cool. We're up to 3 bottles now. We still got a lot of daylight left. Let's get us some more. I just dug this out. It's a piece of iron. I don't know what it is. I tried to beat all the crust off of it. It's cast iron. Looks like some sort of a spout off of something. That's pretty cool. I have no idea what that would have been. There's looks like an old crock or a flower pot planter right there. I thought it was whole, but I can see there's the bottom and it's busted. But there's stuff in here. We're gonna pull something else out pretty soon. And I'm digging like a madman in here. And there's one sticking out right there. You can see it, and it's embossed. Hopefully it's not broken. Please don't be broken. It's in there tight. Get a stick or something. Try to get this out. Shoot, here we go. Oh, please don't be broken. And it's so hard digging in here. You got to be really careful too. Because, oh, I think it's busted. It looks broken. Dang. Oh, it is. Crap. Yeah, it's all shattered up, and that would have been a good one. What does it say? Man, I don't know. San Francisco, California something. Yeah, I can't even read it. Oh well, you'll have that. Maybe there's another one right in there. Right there's the bottom of it. Darn, too bad on that. So you can see another piece of something right there, like round, another broken bottle. I'm gonna keep digging right here. May pull something out. Okay, I'm all in. Only found those 3 bottles. I'm gonna go, one of them was a slick, but I'm gonna research the other ones, see how old they are, where they came from. I wanted to show you some of this other stuff I found. Look at this old, I don't know if it was a jar or what, but look at how the rim is on that. Sticks out, and there's like a lip up around the edge, or up on the upper rim of it. Found that. And you know, this broken one, top busted off, that would have been cool even though it was slick. Several of these corks. That broken one, we found that the other day. And that blob top, man, I would love to find one of those whole. This stuff is so packed into dirt and clay. Here's an old like a vase type dish, busted. Here's an old coffee cup. Look at the handle on that. That's pretty cool. It's like it's glued on there or glazed on there somehow. It's a separate piece to the cup. Shame on that. Several busted crocks. Shame on these. You know, if you, I know there's the half of that one, but it's all shattered in the bottom. Several broken dishes. There's a nice little amber cork that was busted. That would have been cool. Probably another medicine bottle there. I bet you there's 20 crocks in here busted up that I dug out. It's a shame. Well, I guess back in the day they didn't value them as much. People probably be finding plastic pop bottles 100 years from now saying, wow, look at this, a plastic pop bottle. But I'm gonna head out of here, do a little research on those two embossed bottles I found, and I'll get back with you when I get home, do some research on those, see if I can find out where they came from. Here, I stopped here. I wanted to show you this. This is all falling in now. This front part has just recently, in the last couple years, fell in. You can see all the bricks there. But this was a trash incinerator back in the day, and it's got down underneath of these windows. I'm not going in there because people throw old deer carcasses and stuff in there from hunting. It's always stinking. But they had kilns, and it would burn trash. Right there's the stack still standing. This was pretty cool. Just come out here as kids and look in here. Somebody stole all the steel doors and junk, sell them from scrap. But this was built, I'll have to look, and I got a book that tells when it was built, I think. But either in the either 1890s or early 1900s. But that would probably be a really good place to dig old bottles, maybe down behind there on the hillside. Because I figure, you know, back in the day, probably end of the week, people burnt or brought trash up, and the guy probably said, you know, I ain't starting that fire back up, just throw it down over the hill. So you never know what's down in there. But that might be a place to check out. It's all grown up with poison ivy now. Maybe in the winter time. That'd be pretty cool. Heading to the house. Okay, we made it home. Didn't find too many bottles, but what we did find was really cool. We got another mason jar cap here. And we got this slick, I'm sure from the 1890s. Seems like the rest of these bottles were from the 1890s or so. That other one, the one I found last time, it said Sounders. I think that may have been 1880s even. But then we found this one that we didn't even see on our shovel because it was in the wet mud, and I tossed it over on the pile of dirt and it was laying there. But it's Foley's Honey and Tar, Chicago, USA. Foley and Company. I looked it up, and it is a bottle for soothing the throat and lungs. Mixture of alcohol and pine tar and honey. And then we found this Dr. Pierce's favorite prescription bottle. It says R.V. Pierce, MD, on one side, and on the other edge, Buffalo, New York. And I looked it up, also 1890s, and it says Dr. Pierce's medicine for weak women. I guess this guy became known as the Prince of Quacks. And I love these old quack medicine bottles, you know. Before all the regulations took over, it's hard to tell what people were drinking back then, thinking they were getting cured. But here's this book on Sistersville and Tyler County, and I know the guy that wrote this book. And here is the, if you can see that on film, where we stopped at, the old incinerator for trash there. Doesn't have a date, but there's a picture of the town, a real old picture of the town here. And I know this picture was taken between 1896 and 1906 because the newer high school is not there, and the older high school right here was built in 1896, which is now gone. And I don't see the old trash incinerator up here. Would have been right in this area, but it may be behind the hill there. This is a drawing drawn way back, and it says incinerator on Old State Route 18 above Happy Hollow. Happy Hollow, that's a dandy place. Was used to burn garbage and waste and help keep Sistersville's reputation of being a very clean city. The building, but not the smokestack, still stands today. Well, Luke, you got that wrong, because the stack is still there, as we saw on the video. And this says trash and waste were an immediate issue when Sistersville's population increased by thousands over a few years. That's when the oil was struck in 1896, I believe it was. Used to be a huge populated small town, but now there's not much left. There you can even see in the picture an old horse and buggy backed up to the front of it, dumping trash in. And of course the whole roof was gone, and the front there, as you saw, was falling in. But all in all, had a pretty good day. I'll take 3 bottles for a day's work. I was there digging all day, and it felt like I was there about an hour. Time flies when you're doing this. There's just not enough hours in the day. But I've learned one thing about treasure hunting, bottles, and dumps. The older the stuff is, the harder it is to find. I wish that blob top would have been whole, but you'll have that. But we'll catch you on the next adventure.